Okay, timer's on. So
So,
these microphones are pretty cool. Well, one thing that I find really funny is a lot of people tend to spend a lot of their money on USB microphones.
yeah. I think the USB microphones, the thing about those microphones is they're not like perfect quality. They're cheap and they're like affordable. They get the job done. Like these are pricey, but they sound great.
Well, the biggest reason is because these are XLR. XLR actually, so this is just a microphone. There's nothing else to it. That's why it has superior quality, and you're buying
Yeah.
just the microphone. However, the thing is with XLR versus USB is that XLR you have to plug directly into a compressor or amplifier, which is what we have over here.
And those
This
cost
is
like more money.
Well, yeah, this is like what an additional $300 to $500, and this is where you actually control your quality of your microphone. Where USB have a built-in compressor slash amplifier, which basically does everything automatically, so you can't really adjust it. There's, I believe, the most expensive that is worth your money USB microphone is called the Samsung G-Track Pro, which is like $125.
That's a USB one.
That's a USB, looks just like an XLR,
Yeah.
but like I have friends who have it, and it sounds amazing.
I managed to pick up. I don't know if it was like a Black Friday deal or some kind of deal on Amazon. You know the Audio Technica AT 2020s?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
like I picked that up for like $80. I was like, I got lucky
Ooh.
with the sale, and I was like, damn, that's because it's good quality. I hope I can say damn.
No, you're good. Yeah, Audio Technos are supposed to be really good too. They're one of the only other brands that you actually do trust if you're going USB route. I believe XLR, you kind of just there's no real bad XLRs from what I
No,
know of.
because they're not all strung from the same web, I guess, or however you say that metaphor. But they're definitely like there's a different feel to each one. Like you can tell. I don't know. Like Sennheiser doesn't. I don't. Does Sennheiser make microphones?
They don't make XLR.
Okay,
They have
XLRs.
their headsets.
Yeah, the headsets is like because like every brand like Audio Technica, you look at a Sennheiser, hell even Beats. I know Beats are just the cheap like $14 stuff.
Actually, Beats are nowhere near as bad as they used to be. Because remember, they got bought out by Apple.
Oh.
Before the time before Apple, they were horrible, and it was just Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
and you had this god awful, over tunely based thing. But then Apple bought them out, and they actually made their quality more worth the price. Now there's still way better options for that
I
price.
definitely say if I'm gonna get like some, well, not really cheaper. Those things are still like
They're still
$300.
$300.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
not really cheap. Yeah, I'd go for probably like Sony if I was just using my phone. Like Sony, probably Bose. Bose is on the more
Bose is
expensive
really good.
side, but they just like top quality, just like airplane headphones, car headphones, anything really.
It honestly all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for open ear, which is what I use, because it has a more richer sound quality and stage, there is a Philips 9500S that I use, which is like $70, which is considered to be one of the best headphones you can buy on the market for less than, I want to say, $150.
Right.
So if you're looking for cheap, you go for that. If you want to have a microphone with it for whatever reason, I guess for gaming, you can go out and you can buy a aux cord mic. There's a very specific one. I can't remember the name. I use that, and like everyone's impressed on how clear my voice is with that. It's insane. And all it does is that it plugs through the aux ports on your headset. And if I choose to not want to have a mic, I just plug in a normal aux cable, and it doesn't need a amplifier either. Like it's just underneath the range where you don't need one.
See, I've always heard about like those open back headphones, and I like the designs are good, like they look clean and stuff. My only problem is if I'm like on a plane, like I said.
Oh yeah, no.
it just leaks right out, and everyone
Yeah.
can hear what you're listening to. And
I mean, they're not. I don't want to be like an audiophile kind of dude, but they're not made for that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Like if I'm have open back headphones, it's gonna be me sitting at my computer by myself, maybe one other person around if I just have a friend over. Other than
Yeah.
that, no one out there.
yeah, that's exactly what I use mine for.
AirPods though.
AirPods,
I don't
apparently
know.
they're really good, especially the version 2. However, Samsung made their own versions not too long ago that absolutely blow AirPods out of the park.
Like a lot of things Samsung does to Apple. I mean,
yeah, but what do you call it? I don't know how they compete with the AirPods 2, but I mean, they're really good, and they're like, I think they're like $50 less. I forgot. I
Yeah.
don't know what they're called. I have a friend who has it.
AirPods are just they're just too easy to lose for me. It's just I don't have them, and I
Mhm.
don't plan on having them. But the case is really small. The earbuds, they look kind of weird because they're kind of long. I understand why they need
Yeah.
that. And then Apple will sell, or like some other third-party company will sell like the wires attaching them together, and I'm like, you
Mhm.
could just do that with other arguably better wireless earbuds. But that's just my opinion for it. I mean, they're fine, they're forgivable, they sound like good sound quality, I guess, if you're just looking for something that is not super expensive and is also an Apple product if you're
Yeah.
an Apple product kind of person.
I mean, honestly, most people, from what I can tell, just buy Apple products because it's Apple.
because literally, yeah, it's Apple.
Like that's all of my friends right there.
I really want Apple to like actually innovate their stuff because I mean,
The-
iPhone 10 looks different, but
Yeah.
is it really that different? Oh, it's got a better camera. Okay, cool. That's
Well,
it's still
okay, so
$1,000.
here's the thing: technology within the last 3 years with phones have reached the point where they can't really upgrade any of the CPUs or chips that are inside of it because they simply either don't have the room to put in a heat sink or something to dissipate the heat well enough to actually upgrade it, or the room, matter of fact. So if you buy a $400 phone this year, and then you compare it to last year's flagship $800 Samsung whatever Note whatever, I think they're on like 11 or something.
Right.
They will have the exact same performance all around. The only difference will be camera, screen quality or ratio, and maybe a new sensor to actually unlock your phone. Those are the only three differences. You're going to get the same exact performance. You're going to get the same exact ports. Just a lesser quality camera. But our cameras have gotten so good nowadays that a
yeah.
less quality camera still looks really good.
Yeah, like some lenses that are 8, 9 years old still like hold on par with a lot of things that
Yeah.
we have today. And I mean, yeah, the newer stuff is just like sleeker design, better fit, just better. But the old stuff still works. you
Yeah.
know?
And that's going to conclude this podcast.